upbeat.
I mean, what else would you be doing? You're in lockdown, you might as well make some music. Or be involved in a song, you know?
There you go. And if there's any actual Irish, Dublin-based rappers that are out there who want to get involved, you know, drop down some beats, drop down some bars.
Yeah, they might actually be able to help you with the lyrics then as well to continue on the song, because I think, you know, you feel great now that you've written one verse, but that's not enough.
I'm going to get writer's block. I'll feel like Eminem on the bus going, damn it! No, and then I'll choke and we'll have a rap off with you in front of like 1,000 people when the lockdown is over, and then we'll see if you can become the Rainless Goo champion of the world.
I'd love that. I really would. God, if I can achieve that by the end of the lockdown, I'd be delighted.
Okay, listen, send us in any other voice notes. Rainless Goo will be delighted to include them, and they'll be added to this epic mix. On the way, we're going to be doing the self-isolation race. €150 voucher up for grabs, a one-for-all voucher. If you want to get involved, you can drop us a WhatsApp with race in your name, and we'll try. We've a few 1 or 2 spots left this evening. We'll be doing that in about 20 minutes time, and then after 10 o'clock, why a woman in Paraguay went to hospital and woke up in a body bag. It's a bit freaky. That and more on the way. We'll also have music from Dua Lipa on the way next.
This is Room 104 with Cormac Moore and Rainless Goo.
FM104.
That's going to be just used for the background music for the rest of the evening. So
does it not take you out of the pandemic that we're in at the moment?
Just feel like I should be strolling down a road somewhere like a badass.
Yeah, but you know what's good as well? It's kind of matching the weather we're having.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
You can't go out, but like if you're in your garden and you're blaring that,
but you could be doing your walk around your little 2K radius listening to this.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you'd probably be able to listen to the whole song by the time you get back again.
Yeah, definitely. My name is Aaron. Good evening, Aaron. How are you doing this evening? You should put the lyrics, Rainless Goo, you know what I do, DJ on the weeknights with you know who.
That's amazing. Oh my God, add that in.
Yeah, mother.
I'll record that as well. That's brilliant. And I like the way she was able to explain that without having to use, the words that you made me use.
Yeah, like any expletives.
Pussy and I'm talking about the cat.
So was I. That's all I was talking about. But it's provocative.
Well, the way you spelt it was
pussy.
Pussy.
Oh God! Listen, thanks for we got one other. I just want to make sure that everyone gets a shout out. We got another Rainless Goo to be added to the chorus and to the track.
And to leave it over to you, Rainless Goo.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh, I like that. It's got the beat and everything.
Leave it over to you, Rainless Goo.
Oh, that flows. I like that a lot.
Yeah, you're in. That's from Kev. Well done, Kev. Kev, are you a seasoned professional? Let us know.
Yeah, maybe you are. Or maybe a lot of Irish people might just be naturally good at rapping.
We are good at spewing crap, like.
Because I think I was okay at doing that. And a lot of the WhatsApps that are coming in are very good. Yeah. You could hear them on a proper song.
We're all very lyrically talented as a nation of people anyway. So that's going to go for us anyway, right? Send us in more voice notes and we will include you in the Whopper track, Rainless Goo's hit breakout single, The Goo is Sticky, which was taken from her first childhood band when you were, 5?
5 called LFD. That was the name of the band, I
mean, I like this because you have a backstory already.
I do have a backstory, yeah. So when I'm doing my first interview, when this single takes off, at least I can, give a shout out to the other girls that didn't make it.
It just, wasn't for all of us, and I just decided to stick with it. They all went off and got proper jobs and careers and stuff, and yada yada yada. Excellent stuff, right? So that is Rainless Goo. If you want to win yourself some Room 104 beer mats, easy question for you this evening.
Yeah, you're more likely to do what on a Wednesday?
Oh my God.
It's Wednesday, you're more likely to do what?
What did I do today? You're more likely to write some badass lyrics to a gangster rap song?
Do you know what? That's probably the least likely thing you would ever do on a Wednesday. For most people.
Right.
So no, it's definitely not that.
You're more likely to do this on a Wednesday?
Yeah. Than any other day of the week. And it makes sense. When you hear the answer, you're going to go, yeah.
Can you give us some sort of clue? Is something you do at home?
You can do it at home, yeah.
Can you do it in work?
Yeah, you can do it anywhere.
Can I do it on the bus?
No, you can't do it anywhere. You can do it once you have internet. I can't say where else you can do it, but yeah, you can do it from home. You can do it from anywhere.
Once you have internet?
Yeah. As in, you need the internet to be able to.
See, okay, you're more likely to do this on a Wednesday. Maybe you did this today. If you think you know what it is, right? You want to win some beer mats. 087 6797 104. That is the number. WhatsApp us in your answer. Oh, okay. So it's something you do needing, I imagine, a smartphone or a computer. Guys and girls can do this?
Yeah, anyone could do it, yeah.
And you need the internet for it. So you can send in all your filthy answers first, but I know most people do that Monday to Friday anyway. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is. But,
doesn't matter. You do have to be over the age of 18.
Okay. I think
I
think I might know what it is. Okay. 087 6797 104. Take some of the guesses after Dua Lipa. Don't start now. It's Cormac and Saoirse here on FM104. Still to come on the show. Down with that sort of thing. Careful now. That's at 10 o'clock. And there's a story in there. One of the stories involves a woman who went into hospital in Paraguay, was completely fine, went to sleep and woke up in a body bag. So I'll explain more about that a little bit later on. If you want to win yourself some Room 104 beer mats, the question this evening, Saoirse, is... You're
more likely to do what on a Wednesday?
You can, after you've gone through the filthy answers in your head, send us in the real answer that you think it is. If you want to win yourself some beer
think about it, actually. Think what you would do usually on a Wednesday over any other day of the week. Maybe you don't do this. Maybe you never do this at all, but it is the most likely day of the week that you would think to do this.
Mick's on the line. Mick, how are you?
How's it going? Not too bad.
What do you think it is?
Usually check to see if your wages are early.
Usually what?
Check to see if your wages went in early, yeah?
Yeah.
I have never done that.
If you spend all your money and you're kind of struggling to get to the end of the week or the end of the month and just be like, oh, maybe, is there any chance?
Just maybe it is.
Yeah, you're holding out hope, aren't you? Has it ever happened?
You always hear someone that's with a certain bank that no one is ever with and they say, oh, my wages came through at midnight on, say, on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then you might check then, but I've never done that out of disappointment. I can't bear to be disappointed like that.
Mick, have you ever been paid early?
I have. Once, unexpectedly.
Yeah, you see, unexpectedly, they did it by accident.
And did you say it?
No.
Did you wind up getting paid twice?
No, got paid once, but got paid early.
Oh, okay. Something similar happened to me. It was coming, I would say, a week before payday. This was not in here, this is in a different place. And you know when you go in to check out Screwjar in your online banking and you're like, oh God, I probably only have about €4 left now for the next 2 weeks. I went in and realised that I'd been paid again. Like I'd been paid twice in the 1 month.
Nice. And twice in the 1 month?
Yeah, and I was just forced with this dilemma of, do you say anything? Or just
that's never a bad thing.
Just put your head down and kind of go, oh, but was I paid? Oh, God,
you're a goody two-shoes. You totally told them, didn't you?
Yeah, I totally did, yeah.
I wouldn't say anything. I'm like, no, didn't happen.
They let me keep it, though.
Oh, did they?
They just didn't pay me the next month. Yeah.
Oh, well, then they didn't let you keep it.
Oh, they let me keep it, so, there you go, I got a benefit. No, they just didn't...
you just had to budget properly.
It didn't pay. I remember I spoke to someone as well who... got €1 million transferred into their bank account by mistake. You know, obviously if you get like one number mixed up on a bank account number and someone's doing a big transaction who works in a bank to get that wrong, they just woke up one day and just had £1 million in their online bank.
Okay, but imagine that happened, right? And then you decided to go out and spend things that you can't give back. So say you went and got a boob job or you went and got some, surgery. They can't take the boobs back. So what do you do then?
It wouldn't look too good if I went around with a 26 double D.
Who knows, Mick? I mean, it might look great. It depends what you're into. It might be unreal. But like, Mick, where's the money? It's in me tits.
Mick, you could get calf implants or whatever it might be. But if you got something like that where you can't actually take it out or give it back.
I never thought of that, yeah. Imagine...
I'm going to explain this to the bank to go, sorry, I need a reduction.
Yeah. Imagine you just went in and just the sheriff was coming after you going, no, well, you'll have to give us back the double Ds. Thank you very much. Auctioning them off online. Yeah, you're going to have to just leave them on the desk there now. Thank you very much. Right.
Because you'd never be able to pay it back. Well, you might be able to pay that back. But if you were to kind of spend things that you can't physically give back,
then
what can they really do?
They could probably arrest you. There's probably some law you're breaking. I think it's...
You'd be going to jail very happy.
Yeah, you would actually.
Easter like holy, you were going to get caught.
Yeah, it's not going to work out too good for you, is it? £1 million goes into your account. Oh, I just thought it was a gift from a granny. No, nothing.
I think I would spend it though.
Would you?
I think I just would, yeah. I think if it was there, I would just tell myself, look, it's yours now, so...
Imagine the shock of seeing that.
No, I think Karma has to come around.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it?
Cam comes back around to catch you in the B lock.
Yeah.
You're goody two shoes.
No, I think I'm not even that. I just think because I always have this thing like if you found 20 grand in cash in a bag on the side of the road, would you keep it?
No, because I'd be terrified somebody in a car is watching me. That'll be the end of me.
I just
But a sniper rifle.
There you go. I'd just be afraid it would that bag of money would belong to the wrong person, and you'd be taking it, and then they'd find out, and then all of a sudden you're not around anymore.
It's more out of fear.
Yeah.
It could belong to the government that they really need.
Yeah. It could be.
If you knew it was Simon Harris's bag of 20 grand, you'd probably take it.
It could be
I'll take it and run.
It could be the TD's increase in salary. You know what I mean? The poor TD needs that somewhere. He's struggling on only 60, 70 grand a year plus expenses. They need that bag of cash.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, Mick. Mick says it's on a Wednesday you're more likely to just check to see if your wages went in early. Right, Saoirse? Is that correct?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, it's not correct. No, that's not the answer I'm looking for.
Oh no, Mick.
No.
Okay.
Is he?
It can be. I will say it can be as disappointing.
Okay. Is he in the ballpark-ish?
I mean, not really.
Oh, damn. Listen, Mick, thanks for popping on. Hopefully we distracted you from crazy quarantine for a couple of minutes anyway. Listen, we'll throw you down for some Room 104 beer mats anyway, all right?
Cheers, now water.
Have a good night. Thanks very much for popping on. Take it easy.
Bye. No, that's not the right answer.
The question again is?
So the question again is, you're more likely to do what on a Wednesday? Now, it doesn't mean that any other day of the week you can't do this. You can, but you're more likely to do it on Wednesday.
Okay, someone has said...
Think of where you would be on a Wednesday in your head mentally.
Okay, I'm going to say before lockdown.
Yeah.
Because where would you be on a Wednesday? Well, you'd be in your gaff.
Yeah, but you would also be, it's the middle of the week. You're probably a bit fed up.
Right, I get you. Well, I won't mention your name just in case... Someone has WhatsApped in saying, applying for a new job, you're more likely to do that on a Wednesday, as I am doing right now. That's the person who's applying for a new job.
Do you know what? I came across a study yesterday. Apparently Tuesday is the day that most people apply for a new job.
Why do you think that is?
I'd say because Monday, okay, they might hate their job, so they're dreading going back. Then they're kind of going in on Monday, probably a bit hopeful, going, right, it's not going to be that bad.
New week, new week, new me, yeah.
Exactly. They come back home on a Monday and they hate their life. So then they say, tomorrow I'm 100% going to apply. And that's why I think Tuesday is the most common day for that. But I'm sure people apply on a Wednesday, but it's not the right answer.
Well, that came in from Collie. Listen, Collie, you could be any Collie. Are you currently working or are you looking for a new job right now? And let us know if you would like a shout out. We can try and put you in touch with employer. Maybe somebody needs your services right now.
Yeah.
It can be very therapeutic applying for a new job sometimes, because again, if you hate the place you're in but you're stuck, you can just take 5 minutes and go, maybe there's an avenue out of here. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, some of the other guesses that have come in here. More likely to eat Weetabix and go cycling. Is that the correct answer? That's in from Dermot?
That's a typical lockdown answer. No. No one is going cycling on a Wednesday and eating Weetabix.
Oh, no.
Apart from you. No, that's definitely not the right answer.
Connor, good evening. What's the story?
All right, how are you?
Good, Connor.
Are you a delivery driver or driving home from work or just out for a 2K?
I'm driving from one of our locations and work to another one.
Oh, cool. Great answer. You've been stopped by the guards, haven't you, this week?
I've actually been stopped 3 times, yeah.
Actually, I did the stupidest thing. You know the way you go up to the guards and every time you get stopped by a guard, you get a little anxious and nervous that you're like, I don't want to say anything that they'll be like, oh, what are you doing that for? I got stopped, another checkpoint last night, right? I got stopped by the guards last night, and the guards are usually in the middle of the road. You know, when they stop you and they come around to the driver's side window. This guard, the car was on the left-hand side and he was talking to one of the other guards and the sirens were on and the lights were flashing and he was on the left-hand side, so he was kind of like beside the path and he stopped me and he put his hand out and stopped me and I had to put down the window to talk to him. And I was trying to be all cool, calm and collected and was slowing down to the stop and was hitting the window to be opened, and I thought I'd opened the passenger side window, but what window did I open?
Your window?
No, I opened the back window, the back left one instead of the passenger one. And I'm looking at him as if, oh yeah, happy days, no problem, what's going on? And he's there, put your window down. I'm like, the window is down. And he's like, no. Then I was like, he's going to think I'm hammered now, driving home and can't even open the right window. Anyway, all was grand with the world. So, Connor, what do you think the answer is? More likely to do this on a Wednesday?
I actually gave 2 answers. I said go to the pub or order a takeaway.
Oh, God, yeah, there are two things. Well, one thing at least we can still do.
I know,
is
the
order
old-
takeaway.
The old pub.
But the pub, because,
Yeah,
you know,
the
it's
pub.
midweek, you're almost there, you're past the hard part of the week.
Like sometimes
You
there
know.
will be, is there a Champions League on a Wednesday or Europa?
Well, that's it, you know. There usually will be football on, so there's
Yeah.
another excuse to go.
Do you know what? Even me, I miss football at this stage.
I think everybody does. Every sport. Every sport.
Yeah.
I'd watch anything now.
Yeah, you'd watch
know.
the old lawn bowls, wouldn't you? You'd just be
Oh
like,
my
listen, bang it
God.
on. Let's go nuts.
You'd watch cricket.
Yeah.
I would. I absolutely would, yeah.
You'd have a load
You don't
of...
realise how much sports
Yeah.
means for the dog.
I mean, I feel really bad for, like, you know, Dan, our sports presenter here as well, because he's nothing to report on either. He can't even do his job. It's
I
like,
know.
and sport this weekend, nothing. Absolutely
Even watching
nothing.
Sky Sports now, it's just like watching Sky News. It's
Yeah.
all the same stuff.
Yeah, every 5 minutes they're like, okay, back to this. So,
It does nothing.
right, Connor is saying he's got two answers now because Connor can do what he wants. Doesn't matter. Is it usually pre-lockdown? I usually do this on a Wednesday. Go to the pub or order yourself a takeaway. Is the pub right? We'll take that one first, Saoirse.
No, the pub is not the right answer. Unfortunately, no, it's not. I mean,
well.
it probably is a very common hobby outlet for people on a Wednesday or of a regular Wednesday. But
Yep.
it's not the answer
Yep.
that came in.
Okay, and then what about
right.
the takeaway one?
Again, no. that's not
Come
an answer
on,
either.
give Connor a break, will
You're
you?
wrong.
Sorry, Connor. No. I
No
think,
problem.
I
Listen,
think people are ordering takeaways mainly, to be honest, on a Friday, aren't they?
no, I'm doing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sure, we have to. We're in quarantine. Don't worry about it. Put on about 4 stone the last 2 weeks, anyway.
I know. Terrific.
Connor, speaking of pubs, we'll send you on a Room 104 beer mat, or a couple of beer mats anyway. All right, listen, thanks for popping on.
Lovely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Jen, thank you
See
very
you,
much,
Connor.
sir. Okay, the question again, Saoirse.
You're more likely to do what on a Wednesday?
087 6797 104. Last couple of guesses on this before we must give away his
I will
answer.
give a huge clue. Right, I'll give a huge clue.
Oh, you give it. Well,
could be a
Connor's
great-
gone and Mick's gone. Now you're giving the clues.
Well, yeah, of course, because they came in with their guesses, so I can only say it now that people are still getting it wrong.
Right.
This could be life-changing for you. This could be life-changing for you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. 087 6797 104. Evening, Erin. What's the story?
I'm good.
Oh, that's good. What are you up to tonight?
That's great, yeah.
Not much, just watching television.
What are you watching? What's on?
We're watching Not Going Out.
Huh?
You're watching Not Going Out.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Perfect show.
Like it. Erin, what do you think the answer is? You do this on a Wednesday.
More likely to check your weight.
Oh. Do you want that?
weight.
Do you want that shock in the middle of the week when you're like, oh God,
Jesus.
We're like, my God, what have I been doing?
That's the one thing I don't think I have ever done or remember ever doing.
What, checking your weight?
Standing on a weighing scales. I never recall ever bothering to do that.
What? Well, you're tiny.
But I just know if you overeat, you're not going to fit into your jeans. Like, that's when you kind of know.
Yeah, I've started using that as well the last while, the belt buckles. So you feel them get a little bit tight and you're like, okay, maybe you're going to need to put the 7 Easter eggs down, Cormac, for at least a day or two and go for a little bit of a stroll, right?
Yeah, exactly. But no, I would never weigh myself. I think it's a bad habit.
Can't get a scale big enough, Saoirse, what? Hey. They need an industrial
Shut at
size
you.
one. No, of course not. Erin is saying, check your weight. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct, Erin. I'm sorry.
Aw.
No. And it's not
Oh,
even
that's
nearly
grand.
close.
Oh.
But look, stop checking your weight and keep eating and enjoy life. That's
It's a
what I-
pandemic. You're allowed. It's literally a pandemic. The summer look for 2020 is flabby. That's what
It's
we're going
cancelled.
for. Yeah. So we're going to be all showing off our flabby bods come electric picnic. Listen, Aaron, thanks a million for popping on. We'll try down for some beer mats. Have a good evening. All right.
Thanks.
Take it
Bye.
easy.
Bye.
Bye. No, so that's it. I'm telling you one more time that the biggest clue is this could be life-changing.
Is it go on a first date?
Jesus, now. Would it be life-changing?
Tuesday in a way. It could be. You could wind up marrying, marrying the person you're going out with, having kids, moving in. It could be the most life-changing moment. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are our usual date nights, aren't they?
I have never gone on a date on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
But they're usually safer because both you have work in the morning. You can't go out and do anything too bad or too stupid. You have the excuse, work in the morning, so you don't go out and get plastered and sleep with someone and then wind up with a pregnancy you didn't want and be all like, whoa. That would be a life-changing Wednesday, wouldn't it? Like,
That
no, I
would
got
be, yeah.
pregnant last Wednesday.
Jesus, I've never been on a first date.
How have you never? Of course you
I've never
have.
gone on a date. Like, I've never
You've
gone
been on a
date.
first date. Like, you
No
have
one
to
has
stay. You've had
ever.
boyfriends and you've had to go on the first date.
But they've never asked me to go on a date. I've either met them in work or college or drama classes or something, and it just continues on. I've never gone on a date. No one has ever gone, Wednesday, I will pick you up at 6 o'clock and we're going on a date. It's never happened.
Oh, it's so sad.
I know, it is kind of sad. So no, date is not the right answer, okay?
You've brought up so much trauma.
Yeah.
Dean, thanks very much for that. And Donato, I think you said that as well. What's the story, Donato? How are things? Okay, I think a few people are starting to get it. So... Alana has said looking at houses. Would you do that on a Wednesday or getting pregnant?
That's so weird that you say that. My sister apparently spent the day with her fiance looking at houses.
At a safe distance, I hope. Or
as
on
in online.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just looking at houses to buy that they can't afford.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Oh, it's so depressing. Because you get so excited. Like, imagine living there, and then you're like, oh, we'll never be able to live there.
Yeah, I can never, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, listen, give us the answer. I think Rachel has gotten it. I think Donato has eventually gotten it. And I think, in the end, Connor has gotten it. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Donato, what's the story? How are things?
Not too bad yourself.
Yeah, doing good. Are you flat out? Busy? Working?
No, not working. Just relaxing.
Well, that's
relaxing.
good. Well, that's good. Always good to take some time off. Okay, what do you think the answer is, Donato?
Win the lotto.
Is it win the lotto of a Wednesday?
I mean, you're pretty much... Well, you're not actually on the ball, but the lotto is the answer I'm looking for. You're more likely to do the lotto.
Oh, you're more likely to do the lotto.
Yeah, not necessarily win the lotto.
Listen, Donato, we'll give you that one. I mean, you've nailed on the head with that one. That was close enough, wasn't it? I'm looking at Declan from PwC, our consultant, $4,000 a night, and he's usually a bit more, pernickety about these things, but he's waving it on, saying it's okay. Grand job.
Yeah,
okay,
we just
cool.
wanted lotto, yeah.
Yeah, once you had the word lotto in it. Listen, Donato, your line's a little bit bad there, so I'm going to let you go. But listen, congratulations, sir. Correct and right. We'll send you out some Room 104 beer mats, all right?
Grand job, thanks.
Jen, thank you very much. Okay.
Bye. There you go. So you're more likely to do the lotto on a Wednesday than any other day. Assume it's because, you've hit the hump of a week and you just couldn't be arsed in your job anymore and you just want escapism. And you think, well, look, if I do the lotto, I might win.
I hate doing the lotto because that's exactly what you do. You think, oh my God, what's going on?
And then you start thinking of things you're going to buy with your winnings, and then you don't win, and you're like, that was another tenner that I just let,
The lotto here is on Tuesdays and Friday. Is that right? Am I right in saying that?
No. Can't you do a lotto every day?
I know you can enter some of the foreign ones on certain websites, and you can do that, but I think it's Tuesday and Friday. Is there one on Wednesday as well? Lotto aficionados, will you let us know what's the calendar, the Lotto calendar? Speaking of money, by the way, we have a €150 one for all voucher. It could be yours. All you need to do is take part in our self-isolation race. It's a new one. There's only been 1, 2. You did it last night as well, Saoirse, and we had Orla who was on, who did it last night as well. So if you want to get involved, race and your details, 087 67 97 104. We're going to do that next. The fastest person of our self-isolation race, which is just a race around your gaff, by the way, or apartment. Very, very easy. The fastest person by the end of the week, the person who was top of the leaderboard, will get that €150 voucher. So it takes in and around a minute, depending on how fast or how slow you are. And if you want to get involved, WhatsApp us now, race and your details to our WhatsApp number, and we'll be doing that next.
This is Room 104 with Cormac and Saoirse.
FM104.
Still to come on the show, the story of a woman who went to hospital in Paraguay and woke up in a body bag because they thought she was dead. That's on Down With That Sort of Thing. Careful now in a few moments' time. But first, a €150 one for all voucher could be yours.
It's the self-isolation race because we're losing our minds.
Oh,
Yes, we are. Slowly but surely, but it's a good thing. I mean, losing your mind is sometimes a good thing.
you can find a new one. Get rid of the old mind and find something new around the gaff that you've been cleaning and just lazing about and doing nothing with. So,
and embrace your weirdness.
Yeah, that's it. Just embrace the weird smelliness that is life at the moment. So what we've done is we've created a very simple race around your house/apartment. It involves 7 checkpoints, and all you need to do is be the fastest person to complete said race, and you will win yourself a €150 one for all voucher. So the fastest person by the end of the week, by Friday, on the top of the leaderboard, will get that prize. So Joining us this evening, we have Samira, but we also have another person called Cormac. Cormac, what's the story? How are you?
How's things?
Not too bad.
Is this the first Cormac we've ever had on the show?
I think it is, yeah. Congratulations, sir.
Cheers,
It's a special moment. What are you doing in quarantine? Like, are you studying, working, or like working from home?
I'm normally in sales, but everything's shut down now, obviously, so just literally doing nothing, really.
No one's buying anything, are they? It's kind of like, right, let's go.
And what have you been doing to fill your days?
Few runs, just trying to keep doing a bit of exercise, eating. That's it, really. That's all you can do, isn't it?
I've been doing most of that, mainly the eating, not a lot of the exercise. But I'm trying, because it's just so easy to sit in your hole on the couch and go, oh, here, look, don't worry about it.
That's the thing.
Right, okay. So you're into your health and fitness then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're fast and you're quick and you're ready for this race?
I think so.
Do you play any sports?
Yeah, I play GA.
Oh,
that's a fast one.
Oh, I'm going to say, are you like a half corner forward?
Not far off, you're not far off.
Okay, so that means he's nimble, he's quick on his feet. He's not like the full forward or the full back, which is just a block to shovel lads out of the way.
I have hope for myself here.
If you're playing Gaelic football, you're always quick. They're always kind of more slender than if you're a rugby player.
What matches are you watching? Well, a rugby player, okay.
Rugby players, they're stocky, so they're not fast. They wouldn't be quick.
Well, some of them are fast. But I know what you're on about. The Paul O'Connells are just wouldn't move you.
Right, would you put money on a Gaelic player or a rugby player to win this race? The isolation?
It depends on, if you had Brian O'Driscoll going up against Bernard Brogan, I wouldn't know who'd win that one.
Come on, Bernard would clearly win.
Yeah, I mean, if you put Simon Zebo up against Cormac here this evening, I'm going to go with Simon, all right? I think
no way.
Yes way.
I'm Team Cormac all the way.
Does that mean me or Cormac who's on the line?
Cormac's on the line.
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
I have every hope.
Okay.
Right.
Here's the thing, right, Cormac, what I'd say is if you bang us on loudspeaker to kick off with, because we'll be able to hear you a little bit better, that we've had that before, some issues. And then Saoirse's going to be timing this evening. So listen, over to you, Saoirse, now.
Okay, are you near a toilet? Oh, he's gone now. Can you hear us, Connor? Cormac?
Hello?
There we go,
Okay,
there we go.
great.
We got you back there now, right.
You are near a toilet?
I am, yeah.
Great.
Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to count you down from 3, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, doorbell is your next place to get to. Give us the doorbell. Fast start. It's all this GAA pre-season training kicking off. Oh, yes, microwave ding. Could that have been the best doorbell we've ever heard on this race?
Well, it was nice and clear. Yeah, it was great.
We need a microwave ding. I did stumbling here on the microwave ding.
Oh, shit. Hello?
Cormac, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm grand.
We need a ding. We haven't heard the ding yet.
What's the doorbell?
No, we need a microwave ding. Microwave ding.
Oh.
And confusion is costing him valuable seconds here now this evening. He's going to go on to regret that. €150 voucher on the line now. There we go. I heard it. Hairdryer.
I don't have a hairdryer.
What do you mean you don't have a hairdryer?
I don't have a hairdryer.
Have you got a mother? A sister or a mother?
No.
Okay, blow down the phone really loud. That'll do. Turn the shower on. I hope you have a shower.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't have your phone in the shower, because I know your phone is fine in the shower. Mine isn't.
All those midweek beers and extra crisps are coming back to haunt Cormac now on the line. Right, that's it. I can kind of hear that TV. Turn the TV on nice and loud. We have to be able to hear it nice and loud.
Cormac feels like he's given up. He's like, nah.
You're going to hear yourself now.
TV. It's Virgin Channel 930.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, and then a car horn. Beep the horn.
Car horn? Is your car open? Give me your keys there.
You're still doing better than me.
Yeah, seriously.
Car's fucked. It's not my car.
Whose car is it?
My dad's car. He's not here.
Oh, no.
Where's the spare keys?
No.
I'll tell you what, go smash the window and the alarm will go off.
No, it's fine. Just do a beep sound.
Me, myself?
Yeah.
I don't know, beep?
No, it has to be a proper, like, huh?
Are you serious?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, stop the timer. Stop the timer. Wow, okay.
This was, Look, I don't know how, but You did better than me.
No.
I think you did. What did I get?
Oh, you got about 4 minutes.
No, I didn't.
There you go. Microwave chipped you up. The hairdryer as well. God,
you needed a hairdryer.
Straight out of left field. But listen, maybe not the best performance we've ever had, but still, we haven't had that many people. So technically it is, by the way. You'll be in the top 3 of people who have taken this race so far. Is he first, second, or third, Saoirse?
Okay, so I came in yesterday, I think 2 minutes and something.
Yeah.
Then we had... Did we have someone after me?
No.
Or is Cormac okay? So Cormac, you have come in at 1 minute 58 seconds.
Okay,
1:58. That puts you in currently in second place.
That's not good enough, is it?
It's not good enough, man. You're either first or last. I didn't want to have to say that to you, but listen, we've got to keep our standards high here, Cormac.
Wait, hang on a second. Who's number 1?
Orla.
Oh yeah.
She came on yesterday. She did pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I'd love to try it, don't they?
Listen, there's always next season. You're on the isolation race B team, unfortunately, the junior Bs, and maybe you'll be back next year. Listen, we'll throw you down for some.
I do a bit of a shout out for one of my mates.
Oh, go for it! Yeah.
Yeah, just to Cian Ryan get himself one of the worst haircuts of all time. Just want to throw that out there.
So say that again. Cian Ryan with one of the worst haircuts of all time.
Yeah.
How bad? Did he do it himself, or did he get his missus to do it?
He did it himself.
Oh my God! Do you have a picture of it? Can you send us in a photo of it so we can
I actually do. I'll have to see if that's all right with him first.
Nah.
Send it in to us.
Listen, it's better to apologise than ask for permission. Just go for it. Don't worry about it. Listen,
all right, we'll see what we can do.
We'll set up a GoFundMe for Cian Ryan, and we'll get his haircut done and sort it out. Listen, Cormac, thanks a million for popping on. We'll send you out some beer mats. All right.
All right, sounds good.
Take it, Andy.
Actually, do you know Amy Huberman did Brian O'Driscoll's hair? I think it was yesterday or today, and it looks really good. He actually looks way hotter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you give him bangs? Does he have a fringe now?
He has kind of a near shaved head.
Oh, okay.
It's not shaved, but it's tight haircut.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, he looks well.
Right. Okay. Final person this evening, Samira. What's the story? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Sorry for keeping you waiting there. It's just Cormac got a little bit lost with the shower and the car.
And the fact that he didn't have a...
Oh, you're waiting in your bathroom?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, that's good. That's what we like to hear.
She's got the hairdryer in the bathroom.
Look, I'm just going to put it out there. The girls have done better at these races than the boys.
They definitely have. Yeah, you have an advantage. Your sex has done better than the males, unfortunately. So maybe that'll work well for you now this evening. So, Samira, you have a great name, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
It's lovely.
Like, is it Italian or French or Greek or?
Oh no, it's Algerian. But I don't know. I've never heard it, so I don't really know.
Samira. I have. I feel like I've heard that name before.
Oh yeah, there was someone on Love Island with Deb Astor.
Oh,
That's
was there?
who it was. Samira, yes. Yeah, it's a gorgeous name.
Okay, well,
Lovely.
We won't keep you hanging on any longer, Samira, okay? So you know the story. A slight advantage going second as well. You kind of half know the route. Saoirse's going to time you. Are you good to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, listen, Saoirse, over to you.
Count you down from 3. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
That was a good toilet flush. If it's a doorbell or knock on your front door, doorbell. Oh, yes,
Wow,
microwave
that's
ding.
a lovely
A
one.
ding from your microwave in the kitchen.
11 seconds.
Oh, a hairdryer.
Yeah.
I'm going to presume Samira has a hairdryer.
Yes.
Very, very quick. Oh, lovely shower.
Brilliant.
Turn the shower on.
Your shower. 24 seconds.
Shower always gets a lot of people. Could this be the trip up for Samira, or will she do it? Okay, I could kind of hear that, yeah. Shower, turn the TV on nice and loud so we can hear it on the phone.
Yeah.
39 seconds. Perfect.
And then the car horn. You got to beep the car horn. The final one, adding a little bit of difficulty. There we go! Stop the clock! Stop the clock!
Right.
That was pretty good, right? Race done and dusted.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, take us off loudspeaker there, and we'll come on and have a post race interview.
Good work.
Samira, that was impressive.
Have you been doing much exercise, Samira?
No, I've just been practicing that all day. I don't know to do.
Good. Well, it's paid off.
Thanks.
So you're not working from home or anything?
No. I'm in college, so I'm only part-time.
Oh, God.
Handy.
Are your lectures and all online now?
Yeah, I have like online exams and stuff.
I don't know if that would be any better. The lectures seem like they'd be a little bit awkward or annoying online.
Yeah, I don't think many people are using them.
Yeah, but you're looking. It is what it is. What are you studying?
Marketing in DIT.
Oh, you're doing marketing.
Very good. I had a few friends that did marketing. They did very well.
Yeah, you can give
it's not bad.
Give your marketing. You can be one of these. You can be marketing. No, cool.
You could be an isolation racer.
Oh yeah, you could be. You could brand it up for us. You could use this as your case study and go, right, how do we get this global? So, Saoirse, that's cool. Is it full-time or part-time degree you're doing?
Oh, full-time. So I'm working part-time then.
Oh God. Flat.
See, it's nice to have a break from that because life was hectic beforehand, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm kind of delighted.
Yeah. You kind of need that break when you take a step back and go, I've been in college full-time and working part-time and trying to study on top of that and have a social life.
Yeah.
You realise you can't really do everything and then you burn out.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
There we go.
Well, anyway, your race score is very good.
Okay.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
So what is her time?
Her time today is 50 seconds.
50 seconds?
50 seconds on the dot.
What in the name of God? Unbelievable stuff.
Incredible stuff, yeah. 50 seconds.
I'm giving
You've done it in under a minute.
I'm giving you some religious bells because that has put you on the top of the leaderboard.
Yes.
Okay, happy days.
You are currently...
So all your training has paid off.
Well done. You're a seasoned pro. You can go professionally isolation racing from now on. Red Bull are going to be in touch and they'll offer some sponsorship.
Thanks so much.
You have one hand on the €150 one for all voucher. So if you are still the fastest by this Friday, that is yours.
Okay.
Listen, Saoirse, thanks a million for popping on, all right? We'll chat to you again.
Thanks.
Bye. So what was it, 50 seconds
good.
flat?
50 seconds.
Woo.
Unbelievable.
Woo.
She was fast.
She was very fast.
There was no hesitation on anything.
No, none at all. If you think you can beat Saoirse, you want to compete for the title of the fastest person around the new and improved, well, there's one slight difference on the isolation race. You want to break up your evening and try and win that voucher. Race and your details, 087 6797 104. We're going to do it at the same time again tomorrow evening. So you could be winning that, but 50 seconds. Mark that down. That was impressive.
That was very impressive, yeah. Didn't think that was going to happen tonight. And I thought Cormac would know what was going on. He didn't.
Listen, he just went for it. He just, just didn't care and just went straight into it.
What the hell is a hairdryer got to do with this race?
He adjusted as he got there. Well, listen, if you want to get involved, drop us a text. On the way, we'll be doing Down With That Sort of Thing. Careful now, explaining why and how a woman wound up in a body bag in a hospital over in Paraguay. It's a little bit weird. You can let us know the strangest places you've ever wound up waking up in. Here's Justin Bieber. Sorry, it's FM104. Justin Bieber, sorry, it's Cormac and Saoirse here on FM104. On the way next, Down With That Sort of Thing. Careful now, it's a roundup of the strangest stories from all over the world from the previous 7 days. One involves a woman who went to hospital, fell asleep and woke up in a body bag that was in a hospital in Paraguay. So you can let us know if you've ever woken up in a weird, wonderful, strange situation, or what's the weirdest place you've found yourself waking up in. Maybe it was after a night out where you weren't that responsible with a few fizzy drinks. Let us know. 087 6797 104. Down With That Sort of Thing. Careful now, it's on the way next.
This is Room 104 with Cormac Moore and Rainless Goo.
FM104.
Oh yeah, a bit of Rainless Goo. Cormac and Saoirse here on FM104. We'll be talking a little bit later on about what something weird happened to me last night with regards to dreams. I don't know if you've ever dreamt about the stuff you've fallen asleep watching to or listening to, but we're talking about that and what some of the most common dreams that you have, like your teeth falling out or falling. What do those mean according to crazy psychologists who look into that sort of stuff? Now though,
Down with this sort of thing. Careful now.
FM104.
okay, there's a few trigger warning. There's a few grim stories in here this evening. Yeah, there's a few grim ones in here. We'll start off with the grimmest one, and we might as well get that out of the way early. So obviously we're all on lockdown, and obviously a hell of a lot of people have been affected by job losses and job wage cuts, and everything's just been shut down. You know, retail sector, apart from food, is gone. Entertainment is pretty much gone, and a ton of things have been negatively affected, as you know, right? We all know that, as you know, right? But another business that's been affected are zoos.
Oh no!
Well, yeah.
In what way?
We no one can go to the zoos, so the zoos have no money. So there is a struggling zoo in Germany, which, because of whatever way it is set up, it's not supported by any government funding over there. So they've no money. They're running out of money fast. So what are they doing?
I don't know, but I hope they're feeding the animals.
They are feeding the animals with what?
Rats.
Other animals.
But are they rats?
They're other animals in the zoo.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean?
They are going to feed the animals to each other to keep some of them alive.
No, that's mean. Oh no, I hate this. Come on, surely Dublin Zoo and other zoos can get on board and help them out.
Maybe they can, right? But a lot of the business, it doesn't get any government funding as is, right? So because it's a business, whatever way it's not, I don't think it registers as a sanctuary, whatever. And they have no money to buy any food. So they're like, what are we going to do? And they said, rather than let all of the animals starve to death slowly, they're going to have to euthanize, which is a lovely word, isn't it? Euthanize.
No, this makes me so sad.
It is.
Can they not just either give them to other zoos nearby for them to look after the animals, or close the zoo down completely and leave the animals into the wild?
Well, things like penguins, they can't let the penguins go into the wild because they're in completely different climates. So obviously some of them
that can let them go into the wild, and then ones that obviously can't give to other zoos.
Yeah, so listen,
don't euthanize them.
So if you're going for a stroll in a Phoenix Park tomorrow and you see a tiger and a lion flying about the place, you're like, listen, we ran out of money, so back into the wild, there you go. No, so they can't. They're apparently, like, things like penguins particularly as well, and seals, they apparently require a huge amount of fish per day to keep them alive, and they can't go. The business can't really shut down and go and lay off a load of its staff and lay out. It can't lay off the animals. The animals still need to be fed, but they can't get them as much food as possible. They've no money to buy any more food. So what they've done is, this is a quote from one of the zookeepers, the director of this zoo over in Germany. They've listed the animals that they'll have to slaughter first. And what they're going to do is feed them back to the other animals to keep some of them alive.
That is the most heartbreaking thing ever, and he needs to be stopped.
But what's the alternative? Just let them all starve to death?
No, don't starve to death. There's other zoos that will take them.
But
I mean, they have to be able to.
That's like non-essential travel, I imagine. They can't get to it, and the other zoos probably wouldn't be able to afford taking on other animals because they are probably skint at the moment.
Caring for animals is still essential.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
No, this is horrific. What is the list of animals that they're going to save?
They don't have the list. They just say that they have the priorities themselves.
No.
Yeah, but they've maintenance.
About that.
They've maintenance costs and feeding costs, and the business has got zero money coming in. So their plan is, this is what they said, right? They said, if it comes to it, I'll have to euthanize the animals rather than letting them starve, because they said it would be a horrible thing to let them starve. So they euthanize animals all the time. So in this horrible, horrible world that we're in right now, they're going to feed like the penguins to the lions and stuff.
No.
Yeah?
This is so cruel and it needs to be stopped. Honestly.
If anything, isn't that like more lifelike anyway?
No.
Like, isn't that more like the wild anyway? Wouldn't that zoo then technically be becoming more like a natural habitat for the animals?
Those poor animals are cooped up anyway in a zoo.
That's what I mean. Maybe they should just open up all the cages and whoever survives, they can still be in the zoo when the pandemic's over.
With that. No, I'm not.
But that's what happens in the wild anyway. There's no Tesco for animals in the wild where the lions go up a little trolley. Pick up some deer meat there now.
Subject to me. No, I can't even talk about it. We have to move on. Honestly, I find this too upsetting to talk about.
All right, so there you go. The news, the zoo is in Neumünster Zoo. I'm probably butchering that. Apologies if you're German and listening. But Neumünster Zoo, and that was a story that they told to the BBC. In slightly happier news, a pensioner over in North France was given a surprise present. He was a 64-year-old Frenchman. He was given a surprise present at a military airbase in the northwest of France, where he was told on his birthday, like by his friends and family, that they'd organised for him to have a trip in a fighter jet.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice.
And you've obviously seen people who do these things. It's what looks like a terrifying ordeal. They're doing like loops and they're doing really sharp turns and going really, really fast. So he was in obviously the back seat. He was taken up for a bit of a ride, and he was so terrified. You know what you do when you're terrified in situations like that? You just grab the nearest thing to you and you're just frozen. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What did he do? He grabbed the ejector seat lever.
What?
Yeah, He was so terrified. And because it was a surprise in the last minute, the Ministry of Defence signed off on this as a surprise present, and they do these trips anyway, you can pay for them, but he wasn't really given too much of a safety briefing. He was thrown in. I was absolutely terrified, and was just obviously found this lever under a seat and thought it was like a handle in a roller coaster, and just yanked on that, and 2,500 feet up was ejected out of the plane.
Oh my God.
Isn't that terrifying?
Yes.
Now, what usually happens in those situations as well is if one person pulls the ejector seat, apparently both pilots usually get ejected out of the airplane itself. The airplane costs £70 million, or about 80 million euro. So a hugely expensive fighter jet. For some reason, the main pilot didn't get ejected, and he was able to land the plane safely and not cause too much damage. But the other guy, he got shot out of the plane. The wind was going so fast, and so was he, that his helmet was blown off his head, his parachute ejected, and he landed safely with minor injuries. But
no way. I was too afraid to ask what happened.
He landed in that zoo in France or in Germany, and they just fed him to the line. They're like,
Stop it.
Here you go. Have
I'm
some
glad
dinner.
he survived.
Yeah, he survived. Yeah. So,
Wow. I don't think he'll do that again.
Definitely not. So they obviously have to reevaluate who gets to go on trips and not have any more surprise jet things or jet trips that are given away to people. But you'd be terrified. I suppose thankfully he didn't destroy the very, very expensive plane. Another story, we're going over to Russia now this evening, where after 26 years, surgeons have after successfully removing a knife that was embedded in a man's head.
I just don't understand these stories.
Yeah.
How can a knife be embedded in someone's head and they still be conscious?
The gentleman's 76 years of age, and 26 years ago, was involved in a robbing and a mugging, and a knife wound up getting stabbed in his head. He survived, but they didn't want to remove the knife because they thought it would cause too much damage and trauma removing it, and it might kill him. So they left it inside him for years, and then he started suffering from really bad headaches, obviously, because he's a knife in his head. And then they were able to finally, whatever new technology and procedures were able to do, they finally removed the knife from his head at 76 years of age.
I wonder if that was so painful, or did you get used to the pain?
Yeah, does it become a numbing pain after a while that you just kind of ignore, becomes your new normal? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say so. You can't really ignore headaches, can you?
And they must have been severe headaches.
Yeah.
God, that's madness.
Yeah, imagine having a knife in your head for 26 years. One, you didn't die, fair play, and then they took it out afterwards, so he was sorted. This next story is terrifying as well. A woman, she went to hospital and she's being treated by doctors, fell asleep, and for some reason, the nurses and the doctors presumed she was dead. So they put her in a body bag. Now, I think she was sedated for whatever procedure she was in. They put her in a body bag and zipped her up. Now, on top of that, she was being prepared for a religious service with her family because the doctors and the nurses told her husband and her extended family that the 50-year-old woman was dead. So her whole family were grieving, were preparing this. But then staff at a funeral parlour next to the hospital found her moving inside the body bag when she was being unloaded.
Oh my God. I mean, imagine grieving someone and then finding out actually they're grand.
Imagine she was minted and you thought, finally getting me some inheritance, and then you're like, oh no. Oh yeah, you're alive. Yeah, you're alive.
And like, oh yeah, we had everything organised already, like, you know.
Yeah, can you just go along with the funeral anyway? The sandwiches are made, the soup's here. Listen, it'll be a bit of crack. Come on.
Oh my God, that's my worst nightmare.
Terrifying, isn't it?
You know, you've heard of them kind of stories about people being buried alive.
Yep.
And you think that has to be from a film.
I think, is that the term where dead ringer comes from? Because a load of people were being buried alive. So what they used to do was attach a piece of string to your toe, which would be linked to a bell outside the grave. And if you wound up waking up a little while later, they'd hear the thing ringing and they'd dig you up and go, oh, sorry about that. Geez, Dave, no, I was convinced you were dead there for a while. But sure, look, fair play to you. But yeah.
Oh, God.
Possibly the most terrifying thing that can ever happen to you. Being buried alive, yeah.
I think you'd probably just die out of fright.
You would, wouldn't you? You'd just be like, here now. What is going on? I wonder if she'll get any money out of that now. Will she be able to sue?
But is it that she went in? See, that's the scary thing now. That's, you know, when you're put to sleep for an operation.
Yep.
And obviously they have to wake you up and they're giving you the right amount so that you do wake up and all the rest of it. But, I mean, maybe they gave her a little bit too much and she went into kind of...
I know, like a deeper sleep.
Yeah.
And they couldn't get a pulse, but there was a very light pulse there, whatever.
Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
For anyone going in for an operation, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry in advance.
Best of luck with that. Ooh. And then I saw these two stupid stories that we had to finish with. Obviously, during the pandemic, people are still giving birth to certain species, to humans, of course, giving birth to certain things. I've seen two families calling their newborn children the stupidest names in the world.
Corona.
No, worse than that. One family, these are both in the United States, by the way, their newborn has been called Sanitizer.
No.
Imagine calling your child Sanitizer. The other one, you can kind of get away with it. They called it COVID Bryant.
COVID Bryant.
Yeah, COVID Bryant. I mean, COVID is kind of, it has all the right letters and vowels in place to be a kind of name. It is like Kobe or COVID. You know, it's kind of sounds more like a name. Hey, COVID, you'd say that before you'd say Sanitizer.
But it gives you that eerie feeling. It's not a nice, it's not a nice thing to remember.
Yeah, it's like certain names like Peaches. People like Peaches and Cream and stuff like that. That's a positive association. COVID, though.
Yeah, COVID isn't.
Like, would you call your child SARS or measles? Imagine calling your child measles.
People might.
Measles more. Come here now. Come here now.
Oh my God, measles more is lovely.
Have you met measles?
Measles more. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really weird. I think it's really unfair on the child.
It is a little bit like that kid's getting bullied straight away.
Are they trying to do the whole kind of, you know, we conceived you during this, so, you know, that's going to be your name now?
Yeah.
You know, like, what did Victoria Beckham and David Beckham, didn't they call their son Brooklyn because that's where he was conceived?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, marking the occasion. But there's certain occasions that you probably wouldn't mark, you know. There's Famine O'Reilly now. How you doing, Famine? You're looking a bit worse for wear.
Oh, God. He could be called worse, though. What people get up to and where they conceive kids.
Phoenix Park Long. How are you?
McDonald's drive-thru.
How are you, Tesco car park? What's the story?
Oh, dear
how are you?
God. Yeah, and even at that, I mean, poor Brooklyn Beckham. Surely he doesn't want to be called or reminded his name came
Yeah,
from
I
him.
know, yeah. It's kind of...
It's a bit graphic, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit odd. So listen, if you are expecting a child, very best of luck. Please do not call it COVID or Sanitizer or coronavirus or whatever, or pandemic or locked in. Just, you know, there's better names out there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there is. Like, think outside the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then wash your hands. Job done. So listen, that's it. Down with that sort of thing. Careful now. If you spot any weird stories that we may have missed and want to give us a shout, let us know. Drop us a WhatsApp or tweet or whatever. On the way, we're going to be chatting about, one, what your dreams mean to you, but also an interesting story. A friend of mine may have become a victim of an online scam that's doing the rounds. A very clever online scam. We're going to chat about that now in a few moments. Lewis Capaldi first, though. This is Before You Go. It's FM104. That is Lewis Capaldi, Before You Go. It's Cormac and Saoirse here on FM104. A few of your texts coming in. We were chatting there about a few people over in the United States who have had newborn babies have decided to call their children after the coronavirus pandemic. One was called COVID Bryant and the other has been called Sanitizer. I swear to God, this is actually true. It's depressing, but it is unfortunately true. Got a good...
Thankfully, it's not here, though.
Thankfully, it's not here. Jacinta, good evening. How are you? She says, the poor child, the mum or dad could call him Sannon for short. You know, you put a fada on one of the A's and it becomes like an Irish word, Sannon.
People think he's Sennin and he's not Sennin, and they ask where it came from. Sannon, sanitizer.
Sannon, will you get your brother Ronan and Sannon coming down the road here now? That's not bad. Sannon, yeah.
Sannon. No, it's awful.
What do you call Sannon? Sorry, what was that, Sannon? Yeah, it's just hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer.
That is cruelty to children. You can't do that.
So there's Sannon and Dettol and Jif. How are you, Jif? Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, no. Stay clear.
Few people coming back. Suzanne, what's the story? How are you? Few people coming back in relation to the German zoo is going to start euthanizing its animals and feeding the dead animals to the other animals to keep some of them alive because they've no more money. Very sad story. It's very true. It's unfortunate. But Suzanne said, feed that goddamn bee Carol Baskin to the animals. Just a thought. Wow. So your team, she is definitely team Joe Exotic and not Carol Baskin. I just want to play this song anyway.
Carol Baskin killed her husband. Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Allegedly, by the way, she...
It wouldn't keep the animals alive for long, let's be fair.
No. probably wouldn't. And then loads of people are in saying, Mary has also said as well, Carol Baskin, no, she said Carol Baskin might rescue them. Yeah, maybe Carol Baskin might take some of them, but how do you get the animals from Germany when they've no money for flights over to Carol Baskin? Although Carol Baskin is absolutely minted.
Yeah. She's well able to afford it.
Don't kill the animals.
She could take over the zoo.
Yeah, she might. Maybe she could buy it actually and fund it. Don't kill the animals, please. They can have me. I'm not killing them. I'm not killing them, Kathy. But if you want to go and be their food, happy days. So listen, yeah, thanks for that. Oh, also, hang on. Before we go anywhere, Will has sent us in a terrifying story. We were chatting there about a woman in Paraguay. She went to hospital. She was sedated. For some reason, and maybe there's a little mix-up in her chart, they thought she was dead. Right, thought she was dead, and she was put in a body bag and was sent down to a funeral home. And her whole family was told that unfortunately she had passed away. And then when she was being, taken out in the funeral home, the bag was moving. Turns out, oh God, she's not dead. Willa sent this in. New York, an exhausted funeral home employee was cremated by mistake while taking a nap.
What?
Is that true?
That can't be true.
God.
It can't be true. Oh my God, you'll never sleep again.
Well, let me read the start of this hour. He just sent this in. According to the police, 48-year-old Michael Jones decided to take a nap on a stretcher after working for 16 hours straight. Oh, due to the obviously he said the recent influx over in New York with the COVID-19 happening over there. And while he was sleeping, another employee mistook him for the corpse of a 52-year-old person and moved him to the crematory.
No.
Oh, that is grim.
No, that can't be true.
I feel incredibly bad.
Those people, though, that go into deep sleeps?
Yep. Yeah, and can't be woken.
I'm a really light sleeper. I'd wake up for, if anyone sneezed.
That is grim.
God.
I feel obviously very bad for the gentleman who was cremated to death. And his family are devastated. But imagine the employee just thought he was doing a job, because that other employee was probably exhausted as well, was probably working 16, 18 hours, wasn't thinking straight, was just trying to get through his shift and his job.
We've all been there.
Imagine the next day, did you get everyone? Yeah, I had to do 12 bodies today, got all 12. Grant, who's this? Oh, I thought that's...
No, we only had 11.
And then you're like, all there is ashes. Like, how do you find out who you've just cremated?
Yes. Oh my! And how do you explain that?
Yeah, like we've all made mistakes in work. Going, listen, I might have done something, and you won't like it. How do you explain that?
Oh my God,
that's horrific. Will, well, good show.
Bizarre.
Oh, bizarre indeed, right. Quick one for you. If you would like to win €1,001, by the way, and if you'd like to tell us what music you want to hear more of and what music you want to hear less of here on FM104, if you'd like to shape the sound of the entire station, head on over to fm104.ie/survey, and you can take a quick survey, take about 5 or 10 minutes, something to pass the time with anyway, while we're all in lockdown, and you could be going home with €1,001. So just for letting us know what you like and what you don't like, giving your opinion on the station, letting us know what you would like us to do more of and less of, head on over fm104.ie. €1,001 could be yours. You'll be put into a draw once you complete that survey. Happy, and then there you go. You could be €1,001 richer. Still to come. We'll be talking about the countries most likely to eat the most chocolates. But what I want to talk about next is, have you ever had any recurring? Now, you've never had any recurring weird dreams, have you, Saoirse?
The odd time I will have a dream, and it does usually involve either someone I've spoken about that day or something I've seen, and I'll incorporate a person from, say, a TV show into the dream. But I don't dream that much that I remember, so it rarely happens.
Yeah, I had a weird experience earlier on. Nobby was in my dream earlier on, by the way.
Oh, that's weird. I hope in a normal way.
Well, is Nobby ever normal? It's such a handsome man.
You weren't having some fantasy about him, were you?
Oh, Nobby. Woo! No, I wasn't. I'll tell you exactly what it was. It was a very stressful dream earlier on, by the way, so I'll tell you about that. But listen, if you want myself and Saoirse to analyse your dreams for you here, we're completely unqualified. We've no expertise at all, but let us know if you've ever had any weird dreams, recurring dreams, or just odd ones you've had in the last couple of days. Send them in to us and we will do our best to analyse them, but we'll be talking about that next here on F104.
This is Room 104 with Cormac Moore and Rainless Goo.
Sorry, just need to give that another mention, by the way. Rainless Goo is Saoirse's alter ego.
Yes.
Rainless Goo is an anagram of Saoirse Long, and what we've been doing is we're trying to piece together her first hit called The Goo is Sticky, and we've got the beat, but we just want you to send us in an audio voice note of you saying Rainless Goo. You can say it in the way that Tara did one for us a little bit earlier on. So Tara sent in this beauty. So this is her, gangster rap Rainless Goo.
Rainless Goo?
Yeah, amazing. And if you listen closer to the start of the song, go on.
Can I just start by saying, why is it that we feel the need to put on a boy's voice when we're saying Rainless Goo? Like no one is saying Rainless Goo.
Well, that's not really gangster. Then maybe it's just that can be a girl's voice. It's just deeper and gravelly. It's from living on the streets and stuff.
Oh right, yeah, Clontarf.
Yo,
living on the streets.
There you go. The rough streets, the mean streets of the Clontarf massive. Long Beach, Inglewood, Clontarf, where
Rainless Goo.
Yeah, Rainless Goo woke up and earned her ways. So,
what a song.
If you would like to be on the track yourself, if you'd like to feature on it, you just need to send us in an audio WhatsApp note of
Rainless Goo.
We'll mix it down, we'll mix it together, and you will be part of this just epic.
You can improvise as well. We're not asking you to just say Rainless Goo. If you want to rhyme something together, we're not going to say no.
If you're a lyrical, poetic genius and you can do more than
Rainless Goo,
then you're more than welcome to do whatever you want. Maybe add in your own type of...
I love it. I think it's great.
And
really is good.
We will get Saoirse to do a bit of live rapping a little bit later on before we go on the show.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't be the first time. So 087-679-7104. That is that's the number you need to send them in, and we'll hopefully release this and make zero money from it because no one is going to listen to it. But who knows? Stranger things have happened, right? Have you ever had any weird recurring dreams? And have you ever figured out what they mean? Or if you'd like myself and Saoirse to analyse them, send them in to us. The reason I'm saying about this is, have you ever fallen asleep in front of the TV or listening to a podcast and dreamed about what you were watching or listening to?
No, never.
Okay.
But I will say what I know about dreams. Apparently, this is clearly not true. That if you dream about someone having a baby, then someone in your life is going to pass away. And if you dream about someone passing away, then someone in your life is going to have a baby.
Well, not according to my dream facts here now. And the research that I have done. But this is why dreams are so up in the air that they're open to interpretation from anyone. The reason I was... I woke up very early this morning at about 8 o'clock and I was like, nah, I only got to bed at 4, so we're going back to bed. And sometimes I need a lot of noise to go to sleep. Silence just doesn't do it for me. So I usually bang on a podcast or put something on YouTube in the background and there you go, fall asleep. But what happened to me today was I started dreaming about the podcast that I was listening to. I was listening to a very good podcast, by the way. It's from a crowd called Wondery. So Wonder with a Y at the end of it. They've done an amazing podcast on Jeffrey Epstein, and they have another couple of podcasts. They have a Tiger King podcast series as well. So if you're a fan of the Tiger King and you want even more, they have a great Tiger King podcast on Wondery as well. But they also have one called Business Wars, which I was just listening to, right? And do you remember years ago, Volkswagen got themselves in a bit of an emissions scandal. They were lying about how clean their diesel cars were over in the United States and over the world, by the way.
Vaguely, yeah.
So huge scandal that happened, and this story was following the emissions scandal of Volkswagen and the guys who were responsible and who were getting fired. And I just let that play, right? And then I had the strangest dream ever because I was half asleep, half awake, but dreaming nonetheless. And I was dreaming that we did something on air that was taking the piss out of Volkswagen, right? And then I got a call, Then I got a call off Nobby, and he's ringing me going, did you say this on air about them? And I was like, but what's the problem? And then he was like, and he was like, they're a client, blah, blah, blah. And he was on the phone for ages saying, like, you're fired, basically. He was like, they're really unhappy, and the only thing we can do to keep them as a client is to fire you. And this was going on for ages. And then the station went off air in my dream, and I was trying to get back into the studio to try and turn it back on. Just mad stuff, right? And it turns out that everything I was hearing in my head, or a lot of what I was hearing in my head, was from the podcast that I was listening to. And I was hearing the narrator, and he was influencing my dreams. And I was just when I woke up, I was all over the shop and didn't know what was going on. So,
that's stressful.
Very stressful. It wasn't a good dream at all, you know?
I have had a nightmare that I've gone off air before when I was doing Saturday nights. Actually, I think it was overnights, actually, yeah, on FM104, that I was going to faint during the show and no one would be there. Yeah. And then I'd go off air. That was my dream. And then I couldn't, obviously, you know, when it goes off air, it's terrifying because it's just silence. And I was trying to turn the desk back on, and I found myself on the ground, like scraping the ground of my bedroom floor.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
Acting it out.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, that's. I've thankfully never. I used to sleepwalk as a kid, but I thankfully never have acted out my dreams as an adult, if you know what I mean. I've just kind of had crazy ones. So if you want myself and unqualified, we're both unqualified, to analyse your dreams to you, send them in to us, no problem at all. We'll try and figure out what weird stuff is going on in your head, right? So
I'm going to analyse your life by what you dream of.
Via your dreams. We'll get all Freudian up in here. No. So there's 9 apparently common dreams, right? These are 9 common dreams and what they supposedly mean. Again, caveat, this is all BS, but it's interesting to see what things are anyway. Do you ever dream about falling?
I was just going to say, that is one thing that happens to me all the time, but it's not a dream. I wouldn't have dreamt of, you know, climbing up the top of a mountain and falling off. It's just, I will wake up mid, you know, that drop.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, Jesus, and I'd wake up, but I wouldn't remember having a dream about falling off the edge or anything. So, but that happens to me regularly, like I would say once a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
what does it mean?
Here's what it means. According to popular dream interpretations, and one study has looked into this, falling dreams are a sign that something in your life, Saoirse, isn't going well. And it might...
yeah, absolutely, a lot of things.
it might suggest that you need to rethink a choice or consider a new direction in some area of your life.
Wow. Yeah, that would happen to me at least once a month, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah, that would be the most common thing that I could talk about when it comes to sleep and dreams, is that falling off a cliff feeling.
Okay, have you ever dreamt about being naked in public?
No, never.
What? You don't dream?
Never dreamt about being naked in public.
I have had a couple of vivid dreams that I had years ago of being naked in public, and the stress that causes is insane.
The only times I ever fear being naked in public is when I've gone for a few fizzy drinks on a night out and I wake up with the fear the next day.
So not a dream, just your actual real life, where you're like, did I keep all my clothes on last night? Ooh.
Did I strip?
Who knows? So I don't know if you've never had a dream about being naked in public. God.
Never.
They're horrible. They're so horrible, right? So apparently... So one of the, according to a book, Dream Dictionary for Dummies, suggests that dreaming of public nudity might indicate that you feel like a phony or that you are afraid of revealing your imperfections and shortcomings.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't be fearing that at all. I'd walk around naked if we didn't have to wear clothes. If we didn't have to get arrested, I wouldn't care.
You'd just be happy days, no problem.
Yeah. I've no worries about doing that. So it wouldn't be a fear of mine. I wouldn't be hiding it. You know, if I was in a changing room in the gym, I just strip off. I don't care who sees me. So, yeah, that's interesting.
Well, like, you wouldn't be naked in the shopping centre. Like, you wouldn't be okay
Obviously
with that.
not. No, but I wouldn't fear it. Never come into my head.
Ah, weird.
Yeah.
I can't be the only one who's dreamt about having being naked in public. And being all like, oh, good. A dream that I've never really had, actually, I don't think so, and I can't remember, is a dream about being chased. Have you ever dreamt about being chased by someone?
I have dreamt about being chased, and it usually, do you know what's really interesting? It usually happened around the time I would be breaking up with someone and feeling claustrophobic. That I'm trying to run and I can't move, that they're catching up and I can't run fast enough. That's happened to me a few times.
Oh, well, this is fun. Yeah. This is really fun.
A couple of times.
Right. Here's it. If your pursuer in the dream is a mysterious unknown figure, it might represent a childhood experience or past trauma. If you are being chased by someone of the opposite sex, Crisp suggests that it means, or the gentleman who wrote this article, suggests that it means you are afraid of love or haunted by a past relationship.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Oh my God, this is true.
Now, these are some of the most... being naked in public dreams are bad, this one is right up there. Have you dreamt about losing your teeth?
No.
Oh, Saoirse, what kind of freak are you? You've never had the dream of your teeth falling out of your mouth?
No.
Oh, come on.
Why would I dream about that?
No one wants to dream about it, but it happens. Have you never dreamt about that?
No, never.
They're so weird because in your dream you can feel them falling out of your mouth. I remember having this dream where they just kept falling out and you could pull them out and I was like, oh my God. And you could feel it so vividly. Yeah, you've never had the teeth falling out of your...
I never heard of that before.
I can't believe you've never had this. This is, again, crazy, terrifying dream to have because it feels so real as well. So apparently, it is saying it indicates that you are concerned about your ability to communicate, or you are concerned that you have said something embarrassing. Really? I don't know.
Now, honestly, do you think I have a problem communicating?
No.
But either do you, though.
That's what I thought.
Maybe your feelings, Cormac. Maybe your feelings.
Maybe I'm just not opening up about my emotional state right now. And my teeth are falling out of my dreams. So another explanation apparently is the teeth. The purpose of your teeth, right? It's their ability to bite, to cut, to tear, and to grind. If your teeth fall out, you lose personal power and your ability to be assertive, decisive, and self-protective.
Oh yeah, that's true. See, I don't mind other people making decisions for me.
Right.
So maybe I don't care. I'm not assertive.
Okay, maybe that's it, yeah.
You know.
One here, I've never had this dream, but maybe some people have. I've never dreamt about dying. Have you dreamt about dying?
Not that I remember. No, I don't think I have.
So sometimes people will dream the death of a loved one or dream of dying themselves, and apparently it reflects anxiety about a change or a fear of the unknown.
Well, I have dreamt, actually, now that you say it, I have dreamt about someone that's very close to me, a friend of mine, about them passing away.
Oh, God.
And I remember being at their funeral and being devastated. And then I remember actually this is weird, the next day hoovering, and I started crying while I was hoovering, thinking of how sad that would be.
Yeah, absolute mess. Crying with the hoover on your own with the cat.
And that wasn't that long ago. That was probably about January, maybe.
Oh, really? This year, like?
This year.
That's gas.
Yeah.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a test?
No.
Again, I've had two of these dreams in one. I've dreamt about redoing my Leaving Cert naked.
See, the Leaving Cert just meant absolutely nothing to me. So I've never feared that or dreamt of it. Now, I have had nightmares about school in general because I hated school.
Right.
So, yeah, bar having fun with my friends, for the most part, I absolutely despised it. So I've had fears about waking up thinking I'm late for school and I have to go to school, but not exams.
Okay, so apparently the dream of failing an exam, being late for one, or being unprepared shows that you feel unprepared for the challenges of waking life. I have that all the time. Oh my God. You can't find a pen, you need your school bag, you can't find stuff in your school bag, you're going to school, you're late, you're like, oh no, my God.
There's so much going on in your head compared to mine.
So much more shit to unpack, really, in my head. Have you dreamt about anyone doing the dirt on you?
No. Never.
Okay.
I have dreamt of doing the dirt on someone, though.
Oh, have you?
Yes, and waking up feeling really guilty. And I remember waking up one time when I was going out with someone and I couldn't look them in the eye. And I was really standoffish the whole day.
Because you dream cheated on them?
Yeah, and I kept thinking, oh my God, that was a dream, wasn't it? That didn't actually happen. I started convincing myself that, well, maybe I did do something in that club that night. And then I was like, no, you didn't. But yeah, I couldn't look them in the eye. I felt so bad.
Oh no.
So I've had that fear before, yeah.
Here's what they say about this now, infidelity. If you or your partner cheated in your dream, one of you isn't getting what you want from that relationship right now.
Well, that worked.
Apparently.
Because I wasn't.
Yeah, well, there you go. It's all making sense now. The last two here, dreams about pregnancy and dreams about flying, okay? If you dream about flying, it's like that thing, I can't run in my dreams. I don't know if that's the same for you, right?
I'm the same.
I don't know why it is, but anyway. But flying, I've done the odd time. If you dream about flying, so let me see. Showing the independent aspect of flying, because it often involves positive feelings of pleasure, flying may depict our sexuality, especially aspects of it expressing freedom from social norms and restraints. So that's weird. When if you dream about flying, it's something to do with your sexuality. Or whatever that means.
That's interesting.
And then the last one here, just that if you dream about pregnancy, it suggests that these dreams indicate that the dreamer is developing some area of potential or deepening a relationship. It's not about getting pregnant. It's about maybe growing a new part of you.
Never.
Metaphorically, metaphysically, I don't know.
They're interesting. Very interesting.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's actually the more you talk about them, the more I go, oh yeah, that did happen to me before. You know, the cheating one or the falling off the cliff one or being chased.
Yep.
You know, they are kind of ones that I do remember. But it usually does happen, during a kind of stressful phase of my life.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
You know? Otherwise, I don't dream too much.
Evening, Alana, what is the story, right? I constantly have a dream where I'm either flying or falling down the Empire State Building. And it always is, and I don't know why. Well, hang on, let's go back to her.
Yeah, well, you just said about flying. Is that her
and
sexuality?
Falling, right? So flying, Alana, apparently flying is about what? Showing the independent aspect of your flying. It involves positive feelings and expressing your sexuality. They're apparently exciting, even liberating. And then the falling one again. What was the falling one? Was dreams about falling. It's a symbol of fear in real life, perhaps of failing at work or in your love life. Falling often expresses a need to let yourself go more and enjoy life.
Oh yeah.
I mean, these I kind of think these are a little bit like
they're a bit
star signs.
airy-fairy, but
They're like, they kind of they don't say anything in particular.
No, or else anything they do say could, apply to you or me, and we're different star signs.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's it. So, any other weird dreams, let us know. 087 67 97 104. Someone was looking for Ash. Good evening. What was the link for the survey? It's fm104.ie/survey. SURVEY. If you do that, you'll be entered into the draw to win yourself a €1,001 check. So we'll be giving away cash if you complete that survey. Cool. Still to come on the show, we're going to be talking about the top 10 countries who eat the most chocolate in the world. Apparently we as a nation do. Definitely after this weekend, the last couple of weeks we do. But let us know who you think eats the most chocolate on the globe. 087 6797 104. Here's Lady Gaga, Stupid Love. It's FM104. That is Lady Gaga, Stupid Love. It's Cormac and Saoirse here on FM104. A couple more texts coming in about weird dreams. I had this weird dream that I was trapped in a giant lift. What does that mean? Also, can you give...
that must be like the claustrophobic thing.
Yeah, can you give a shout out to my friends Sarah, Alana and Saoirse? Oh, look, another Saoirse in the world.
Oh!
Well,
hi,
there
Saoirse,
you go.
hi, Alana,
there you go.
Ella,
what do you think that means?
Right, so trapped in a lift means that you're feeling... You're probably feeling claustrophobic in the time that we're in at the moment. You know, you have to stay at home, nowhere's open. You're feeling unsure of the future.
Yeah, you can't really go out anywhere, yeah.
Yeah, you can't go out and you can't plan. And I'm one of these people that likes to plan at least a week in advance. So I don't like going day to day. So I think you could be possibly the same. Or else you're in a horrible relationship and you want to escape and you're in self-isolation and you don't want to break up with them over text. You know, because you can't meet them face to face at the moment, so you just don't know what to do.
Maybe it also means that you're afraid of going to new heights and new levels in your own personal professional life.
Or that too.
Because you're trapped in the lift, you're out of control. Who knows? But listen, there you go. That's a weird one. You can let us know any other weird ones we have. We will terribly analyse them and give you no sort of closure or help that you want. But the 10 countries who eat the most chocolate has apparently been revealed.
Yes, it has. And this has excited me. So these came out today and went through them. Some of them were surprising, some of them not so surprising. But we did make it into the top 10.
Oh, did we?
Nice.
Well done, everyone. We're in the top 10 list of countries in the world that eats the most amount of chocolate.
Yes, exactly. So in 10th place, Slovakia purchases on average 10.7 pounds of chocolate per person per year.
Okay.
That's quite a lot.
10 pounds, it's nearly a stone of chocolate, isn't it? There's about 14 pounds in a stone. And then 10 pounds, trying to work out like kilos, that's about 4 kilos. Is it 4 kilos of chocolate each year? I'd definitely eat more than that, yeah. Yeah,
you would eat more than that, but I mean, it's still like solid this is per person in Slovakia. The average. That's a lot. Kazakhstan is in 9th place. They purchase on average 10.9 pounds per person. And this is very interesting. Surpassing bread and butter.
Oh, wow. They eat more.
They eat more chocolate than they do bread and butter, which is mad.
Chocolate sandwich there, lads, in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, so you're eating more chocolate. Then in 8th is Sweden with 11 pounds per person.
Okay.
You got Estonia, 12 pounds per person. Norway in at 6th place with 13 pounds per person. The UK is in 5th place, 14.1 £13.6 per year. And Ireland makes it into the 4th spot.
Boom, bet the Brits, job done.
£15.1 per person.
Oh, wow.
There we go. We do like our chocolate.
I have definitely,
let's be honest, everyone does.
I have definitely eaten more chocolate than that in the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just wondering.
But this is per person.
Like last year, how much chocolate do you think you ate?
Last year, I'm trying to think. I'd say this year I've eaten more chocolate.
Because obviously that's an average. So some people have had hardly any. You know, there's some freaks out there that don't like sweet food. They don't really like chocolate. Like, nah, whatever. They like a savoury, salty kind of food.
Now, there are people that are like that or prefer, crisps to
chocolate.
Now, look, I don't prefer either. No, you can't call them scumbags. Look, there's days that you just want a packet of crisps instead.
Yeah, I'd take a chocolate bar any single day of the week.
It depends on what you're drinking, alcohol-wise as well, responsibly, of course. If you're having a glass of wine, a packet of crisps is essential.
No, if you're having a wine, you need some chocolate.
Well, you'd have chocolate as well, but you need the crisps.
Yeah.
So anyway, we are solidly there in 4th place.
Okay, don't give us 3rd, 2nd or 1st, whatever, right? So out of those, what was quickly 10-3 again there?
So 10-3, Slovakia came in 10th, Kazakhstan in 9th, Sweden, Estonia, Norway, the UK and Ireland.
Okay, so what do you think the number 1 country is? Which nation on the planet is consuming the most amount of chocolate per person? Any ideas? 087 6797 104. It's not us, we're in 4th. It's not the UK, they're in 5th. It's not Sweden or Norway, Kazakhstan, and all the other places that we mentioned there, right? Let us know if you think, have a guess there, the country that consumes the most chocolate per capita, per head. 087 6797 104. We'll take some of the guesses next year in FM104.
This is Room 104 with Cormac and Saoirse.
FM104.
Evening, Cormac and Saoirse here in F104. Hope your self-isolating this evening has gone well. We are teaming up with Gym and Coffee to bring you an FM104 sweat session every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. So maybe you did it today. So each session is on our Instagram grid, by the way, so you can do it at any time that suits you. So you don't have to be locked into the 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. schedule that we were setting. It's now flexible for you to do it whenever you want. It's all also in aid of a tribecharity.com. So it's a charity run by young people for young people, helping them, sort out their mental health. So we want to look after your body and your mind. It's all with Gym plus Coffee, who are an at-leisure brand designed here in Ireland with a passion to make life richer. Visit gympluscoffee.com as well. So that'll be up on Friday anyway. Check out the grid. Follow Dublin's F104 on Instagram. And now we're talking about some of the most important things during this quarantine. It's chocolate, of course.
Yes, chocolate, which, I mean, we have to be proud of because we have just come in 4th most purchased chocolatiers in the world.
Yeah, we do like our chocolate here. And again, we can all agree and say that the Bounty Bar is by far the best chocolate that you could ever consume.
No, that's going to annoy a lot of people. Just stop. I think we all need to just realise that, okay, I'll leave Reese's aside for a second. Galaxy salted caramel or a Galaxy Ripple or Galaxy of any kind is the best chocolate in the world, hands down.
I'd have a Cadbury's Dairy Milk over any of those.
What is wrong with you? Honestly.
Don't know.
Like, I'd get my taste buds tested if I was you. If you don't think that's the best chocolate in the world,
man, listen.
Like, can you resist Galaxy? What
eggs did you get for Easter?
For Easter. So I had a friend of mine who just lives down the road. She dropped one at my door, which was very cute. So she gave me a giant Maltesers one, which wouldn't be my favourite, but it's the Maltesers that has the bits inside the egg. So really nice. And then I got one, another one, a Lindor one.
Nice,
fancy. Yeah, a Lindor one. So yeah, have that too. And then I got a Reese's Cups one.
Yeah, it's not really chocolate, is Reese's Cups?
Well, see, do you know what the sad thing is? Like, they need to start making the egg in the Easter eggs the actual flavour of the chocolate that you're getting.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it can be disappointing. You're like, oh, cool, and then it's like, oh, it's just generic chocolate. Yeah,
generic chocolate with a chocolate bar that you like.
Life as well.
So, yeah, they need to also start doing Galaxy caramel ones because, they don't do them.
And they could make a solid chocolate Easter egg with chocolate on the outside and then just coconut on the inside. It'd be the Bounty egg.
Not coconut. That's disgusting. Nobody wants that.
That'd be amazing. So listen, we want the country that consumes the most chocolate per person. It's been revealed. Okay, I was going to say the fattest. It probably is the fattest. Brian has said it has to be the USA. Good evening, Brian. He says, big time, has to be them. Apologies, Will and Suzanne. I got you confused earlier on with the articles that you sent in. But, sorry, let me just check that again. I think this is, they both pretty much have the same profile photos on their WhatsApp, so I get confused. William has said Switzerland, hands down. Or somewhere really cold like Finland. That's what they have guessed. And then, final guess in here from Jacinta. What's the story, Jacinta? Germany in third place, Brussels second, Luxembourg one. I mean, Germany, they do like their food. Do they like their chocolate, though?
They do. They love their chocolate. So the US of A is not in the list at all.
What? That is a lie. That's a lie. Burn that list right now.
No. See, you're thinking of food, fast food. They obviously consume a huge amount of fast food.
Jesus,
but
Brian,
chocolate,
sorry about that.
Chocolate in particular?
Yeah, but they would have. They have like all those like Hershey bars, and they do everything by excess.
They do, but they're not on the list.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I can't either. So Germany does come in second place.
Oh, well done. I think that was Mary, was it? She said third, but yeah, they made the top three anyway. Well done.
£16.3 per person, which is huge.
1 stone, 2 pounds.
Yeah. Austria came in third place, £15.7 per person. But in first place, this country has the headquarters that is Nestle and Lindt.
Oh, don't tell me. Is it European?
Yes. Nestle and Lindt.
Has someone said it already?
Someone might have said it already.
Is it Switzerland?
Yes, it is Switzerland.
Oh, well done, William.
Switzerland purchase per person 18.1 pounds of chocolate per year per person. That is mad.
What a massive amount,
isn't it?
Now, unless the Swiss, because they like their chocolate and their fancy things, I wouldn't put the Swiss down as being a fat nation. I would say we're more obese in the UK, and America definitely are just taking this on their own. So do you think they're the type of people that they love their chocolate so much, but they love, different flavours of chocolates, and they have it more as a they don't just shovel it. Yeah, that's what I mean, a delicacy. They don't just shovel it into their mouths every night of the week where they don't care what they're eating. It's just chocolate. That's
what I think about. When the French and Spanish and other countries have wine with dinner, they might just have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
And then we can't seem to do that because we have 10 bottles very irresponsibly.
Yeah.
And then we all end up dying of cancer. So I think a lot of the times these countries are doing it probably better, aren't they?
Moderately. We would, rather than having binging it all in one go, maybe they're having it small little bits during the year, which then adds up to something a bit more. But they're treating their chocolate with a bit more success and a bit more.
They don't have. Well, I don't know if they have an obesity crisis over there. I don't think they do. And now, I obviously don't know anything about their cancer rates. They might be through the roof for all I know. I have no idea. But I'm just saying that, bad things that we kind of eat and drink, we tend to do a lot of.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where they are here. I'm on the WHO's list of body mass index. I'll be honest, I googled which was the fattest country in the world, and it has brought me to this. So what they're saying is they're using body mass index. Who was the largest?
I wouldn't say Switzerland is on that list, is it?
It is not in the first 10. It's way, way down. I can't find it.
See, that's interesting.
Like the UK,
they're probably only having a square or two.
We are worse than the UK. We are fatter than the UK.
I'm not surprised.
We're 30. We're ranked.
I will eat those 2 Easter eggs after this.
Yeah, I'm starving as well. I'm going to stuff my face. So Ireland is ranked 32nd on the scale of obesity, based on our BMI, by the way. UK is 39th. Switzerland is miles away. Swaziland, 68. So the Swiss are in great shape.
See, they're probably skiing as well.
Oh, they're burning it off. Oh, isn't that a thing? Yeah, they definitely bring chocolate. They're 120th. They're right down the bottom.
Yeah, they're only having a few squares. They're not eating they're not buying a giant Galaxy and eating it in 10 seconds. Like me.
Yeah, Willa said they treat it like a vintage liquor or vintage whiskey, where they kind of like, it's lovely vanilla tones in this chocolate bar now. Yes, I'll just have it. I'll have it nice.
But it is usually they're eating kind of fancy chocolate, aren't they? Isn't that like a fancy one that you'd get? Say if it was you were going to say thank you to someone, you might try and get them nice Swiss chocolate.
Who was messages in here now? Ella, what's the story? She initially thought Ireland because we love dairy milk so much and we probably eat the most of it. We probably eat the most dairy milk anyway. But she said,
I love dairy milk.
Can you give a shout out to Nutella Bagel? Of course we can. I don't know if there's a Nutella Bagel in your life right now, but there you go. We will give a shout out to a Nutella Bagel. Happy days. And also to, Inside Belch, sorry about that. Alana, Ella, Sarah, Emily, another Sarah and another Roisin. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. What he's up to, how he's getting on. Is self-isolation driving you insane? Are we all zooming each other and going, oh, hi, how's it going?
And eating all of the chocolate while being proud to be in 4th place.
Yeah, so not a table we might want to climb up too well, especially the fact that we're fatter than Britain when it comes to things like that. But nonetheless, happy days.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
nice list.
On the way next, we're going to be talking about a new app that has been released. So if you're worried about your other half doing the dirt on you, apparently there's an app that'll let you check whether they have just jumped on Tinder for a little bit. So if you think that's that counts as cheating, it probably does. You can let us know. We'll be talking about that shortly. Here's Kungs and Cooking on 3 Burners. This is This Girl, Cormac and Saoirse here on FM104.